Guys, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes,
Guys, can you please confirm? Can you hear me?
yes, sir.
Hey, hi. So the last class, what we discussed, do you remember? What is BRS? Anyone? What is BRS?
Business
What
requirement
is?
specification.
Yes, correct. What is FRS? What is FRS? What is meaning of FRS? Anyone?
Functional
FRS is
requirement
nothing but
specification.
correct. Functional requirement specification. What is BRS?
Business requirement specification, sir.
Yes, correct. Good. Can anyone tell me what is SDLC and what are the SDLC process? Anyone?
SDLC means software development life cycle.
Hmm.
Uh, and the phases are requirements gathering, analysis,
Hmm.
designing, coding, and testing, implementation, then after support and maintenance.
Good. So can you explain what developer will do and what is the developer process? What developer will
Uh,
do generally?
After requirements gathering, they will analysis, and then after they will do design.
Hmm.
Then after they can proceed with coding,
Hmm.
and then after they will do just basic testing.
Hmm.
After that, they will hand over the build to testing team
Hmm.
so that they can test.
Good. Can you explain what tester will do? What
Okay,
is
once
testing
being
process?
received from dev team, tester will like they have to uh, what
Hmm. Correct.
they have to test plan. That test plan will be prepared by manager,
Test
and
lead.
they have to yeah
Test
test
plan is
lead.
prepared by test lead. Yes.
Test lead. And then also they will create some test scenarios.
Oh. What is
Uh,
test scenarios? Scenarios means what?
uh, test scenarios means some specifications or requirements regarding that project.
Correct.
Then also they will
Hmm, correct. What we
create
need
test
to
cases.
verify. Test scenarios means what I need to verify. Suppose
Yeah,
they
login.
ask you to test in login. In login page, what I need to verify? Username,
Okay,
password, login.
yes,
All these all are what? Test scenarios.
test
Okay,
scenarios.
good, good. So see, like this, why I'm asking every day. See, now you are habituated, right? You can tell in interview. Okay, so what is black box testing, what is white box testing, and what is BVA, boundary value analysis. So just you are recollecting all the things, right? And suddenly tomorrow is your interview. We don't know when your interview. Okay, so suddenly the if your interview is tomorrow or it will be in within 2 days, so no need to refer all the notes. You can easily answer it. Okay, so that is very very important, guys. So far what we learned. Good. Can you please confirm, are you able to see my screen?
Actually,
All
no
right.
sir, it's not visible.
uh, uh,
Just no air. It's loaded.
hmm, okay. So it's very easy. I will tell you in interview how we need to tell all the things. I will tell you. First question is what, can you introduce yourself and tell me about your roles and responsibilities? That is one of the most important interview question. And after that they will ask you, can you explain your project? So again, they will ask you what is your release process. So that all we will discuss in where? In agile methodology. Okay, don't worry. Okay, today's topic is ah, what are the testing techniques? Okay, so what are the testing techniques? There are two techniques. Okay, what are there? Static and dynamic. So what is meaning of static testing? Static means what? What is meaning of static testing? So static testing is
So,
nothing but Application is checking out without executing, so we are not executing anything. Such kind of things we can call it as what? Static testing. Can you give me any examples without executing? So what you need to say, review the documents. You are just review the documents, right? So that thing, what we can say, we can say that that will comes on static testing. What is meaning of static testing? Static testing is nothing but without executing the application is called static testing. Okay, this is another name is called verification. Verification. So we are just verifying the things, like you are going through the document, we are going through the requirements. As per the requirements, your application is working correctly or not, we are checking. So static testing means you can simply say that examples like a review. Okay. And inspection, what is called inspection? Inspection means what? It's a kind of checking, right? Whether you are following the respective documents or not. So sometimes if you not follow the respective documents means you will not get the correct output, right? So might be it will be mismatch, right? So you always need to follow the respective documents. Okay, so make sure that whether you are following the respective documents or not, we need to check. So that your lead is always inspect you, like whether you are following the respective documents or not. Because if you are not follow the correct documents, right, you cannot get the correct output. So that is also one of the most important one. And walkthrough, what is called walkthrough? So walkthrough sessions, what is called walkthrough sessions? Walkthrough sessions is nothing but a new things, like in your project anything is implemented, a new things or anything, you have queries and questions, right? That all we can discuss in where? In walkthrough sessions. Okay, like they will provide some demo or they will explain you how we need to do and all the things. Okay, so walk that kind of things we can call it as what? Walkthrough. What walkthrough is nothing kind, it's a kind of meetings. Okay, they conduct a lot of meetings. Okay, in real time we don't have time to work also. Sometimes you have too much meetings will be there. Okay, it's a scrum call or project meeting or testing meeting, there are a lot of meetings will be there. Okay, so don't worry, once you get into the real time, right, you will understand the things. Okay, but what is static testing means? We can simply say that application is carried out without executing the application is called as static testing. Okay, is it clear? So you need to go with proper requirement specifications, you need to go with the proper design, and you need to check the documents. Okay, whether you are going the correct way or not, you need to check. Okay, so documents are very, very, very important. Okay, now what is dynamic testing? What is dynamic testing, guys? The application is checking done by executing is called dynamic testing. There is another name for dynamic testing. Can anyone know what is that? What is that?
Validation.
Excellent. Validation. Good. Good. Verification and validation both are very, very important. If you know the difference between the verification and validation, right, half of the testing is done. So whenever you got any task, right, whenever you got any story, right, or a task means what you need to do in the real time, they will assign a task or a story. So first what you will do, first thing is what you will do, static or dynamic? First thing what you will do, guys?
Static only, sir.
Static only. First you can go with verification. So verification is what? This is a typo. Verification. What is called verification? Without executing the documents means you need to go with the requirement documents and you need to check the designs, right? This will comes on verification part. And dynamic testing means what? With execution. With execution means what? You need to give input and you will get output. So we will perform like a developer will do white box testing and testing team will do the black box testing. And what is gray box testing? What is meaning of gray box testing? Anyone? What is meaning of gray box testing? The gray box testing is nothing but the combination of what? White and black. We can call it as what? Gray box testing. So gray box testing means what? Sometimes you require developer help. Sometimes developer is required testing help. So we will both combine together. We are testing on that particular component. Such kind of testing we can call it as what? Gray box testing. So simply you can simply say that the combination of what? White box testing and black box testing we can call it as what? Gray box testing. Understanding, right? So what are the testing types? Don't say there are two. That is wrong. So never tell the count. So whenever an interview person they ask you, right, can you define testing types? Now what you need to what is your answer there? Structural testing, functional testing, and gray box testing. What is gray box testing? You can say that the combination of what? White box and black box. That kind of testing we can call it as what? Gray box testing. If you say there are two, there are three, there are four, might be it is correct, might be it will be wrong. So in interview point, you never say that there are four, there are two, there are one. Don't say like that. Okay, wait until unless that question will comes. Okay, they are not asking gray box but you are telling gray box also. They are asking can you define the testing types, so you can simply say structural testing and functional testing. He is not asking gray box, right? But you are saying gray box means then they will pick that and they will ask too many questions on that. So first listen what that person will asking and you should give the relevant answer, not give out of the box. Okay, now that guy asks you what is gray box testing. In case that person asks you what is gray box testing, then you need to explain the combination of white and okay. In interview, most of the even I observe many people. I'm asking what is SDLC means. That person will say STLC. Then impression is gone, right? I'm asking what question? I'm asking what is SDLC? Software development lifecycle. I'm asking, but that guy is telling STLC. Understanding, right? So don't tell. So first listen what interview person is asking, and based on that you need to provide your answer. I know everything and you are telling continuously means they will not accept it that. Okay, first listen what the interview guy is asking. Okay, so that is very very important, guys. Static testing and dynamic testing. So verification and validation. Second part is what? Validation. So most of the people they don't know what is the difference between verification and validation. But they will complete testing. They already learn, even they get certificates also. But they don't know exactly this one. Whenever you got task, right, you will not go directly validation part. We are going with what? Verification. First you need to check the requirements. Based on the requirements, and you also need to check what is the tested data. Tested data means your inputs, what inputs we need to go. So first you need to go with the verification part. Based on the requirements, based on the design, based on the test data, you need to start your working. What is validation? You are giving inputs and you are getting that output. You need to validate whether you are getting correct output or not. This is what exact testing. What is testing means, simply they will say only one word, finding the defects. That's not correct, right? Finding the defects can find anyone, not only you. Developer will find the defect, customer will find the defects, end user will also find the defects, client is also find the defects. That's not correct one. So what is testing means? It is a testing is the process, verification and validation. I think we already discussed this one. Okay, and it should accept by end users. Understanding, right? So this is one of the most important one, static testing and dynamic testing. So that is one of the most important one. Hmm. The software testing is a process of verification whether the project will be accepted to the end user or not. So we need to do both verification and validation part. Okay. So that's one of the most important one. Okay. So is it clear, right? Anybody have any question? Static and dynamic. So this is very very important. Is it clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Thanks. Now the next is important thing is what? So far what we learn, what is testing, testing types, testing techniques, and what is SDLC and all the things. Now see, systematically we are coming. So one by one we are coming, right? Now one of the most important is what? Testing fundamentals. What are the testing fundamentals? Unit testing, integration testing, and system testing, and user acceptance testing, and also functional testing and non-functionality testing. So what is functional testing? So what is non-functionality testing? So what is system testing? So we'll see all those things one by one. What is called unit testing? Everyone know, right? What is called unit testing? Unit testing is nothing but a lines of a code or a module or unit, right? So if anyone asks you to test unit testing like particular module, okay, so if you they ask you to test particular module today deals, so you can test only today deals. So this we can call it as what? Unit testing. When you're talking about developer side, when the developer will write the code for today deals, they will check for the today deals code is working properly or not before they're sending to the QA, right? That we can call it as what? Unit testing. Okay. When you are talking about testing side, they ask you to please perform unit testing on the today deals, means you can pick the today deals, the particular module you need to test. So that is what he's saying. Unit level testing. So the testing of a single program or a module or unit of code. That kind of things we can call it as what? Unit level testing. The software unit is ready for testing with other system components. My unit is ready. Like today deals is already ready. This unit is already ready for other components. So unit level testing. So generally we say that developer will do the unit level testing. Okay, in case the testing point of view, they ask you to test particular unit, you need to test that particular unit. Understanding, right? So this we can call it as what? Unit testing. And last class we discussed what is integration testing. What is meaning of integration testing? The meaning is if you in that name itself we can understand easily what is integration testing. What is called integration testing? Anyone? We already know, right? So integration testing is a process of combining the modules. Like see, today deals is testing by me. Some other module you can test, right? Or one developer will implement it today deals, and one more developer will develop with another module. Sorry. Now what we are doing? We are integrated the both things. Like we are integrated what? Both things. Okay. We need to check whether both units are working properly or not. So one developer is implemented today deals, one more developer is implemented some other place, right? Now as a tester, what you need to check? We need to check whether you are able to access these two modules or not. You need to check. How to check? Simply you can click. See, suppose today deals is implemented one developer, customer services has implemented one more developer. So what you need to do is click today deals, it should work. Currently in which page you are in? Today deals. Now what page you are accessing? Customer service. So customer service page it is, right? Customer service. Now if you observe that the both module have what? Proper communication. If both modules not having a proper communication, means if you click this link, if this link is not working, means something wrong in integration. Understanding, right? So you need to check all the things. No one will tell you, guys. I'm telling in real time, do integration testing, do unit level testing, they won't tell all the things. As a tester, that is your role. Whenever any module is added, suppose one more module is added. So what kind of testing here you need to do? Integration testing. You need to check whether the third module is able to access the first module, whether the third module is able to access the second module or not. You need to check. Sir, you don't tell me, right? You whether I need to check or not. No, that's your job. That's your role. It's a minimum common thing. So no one will tell you whenever the module is added, please check all the other modules. Understanding, right? So this is what minimum thing. Okay, as a tester, whenever any module is added, what you need to do? You need to check whether these two modules having proper communication or not. When another module is added, this you need to check whether these three modules having a proper communication or not. When you added another module, you need to check whether this having a proper communication or not. This is the common thing. No one will tell you do positive testing, do negative testing. No one will tell you. As a tester, that is your job, that is your roles, and that is what your responsibility is. You need to check whether the application is working properly or not, as per the given requirement or not. So you not said whether I need to check or not. So no one will tell you, no one will follow up you. So as a tester, you need to check whenever the modules will added. You need to check whether it is having a proper communication or not. You need to check. Understanding, right? Is it clear? Yes or no? So integration testing is nothing but what? Combining the two modules and check the data flow between the modules. Combining the other module, you need to check the data flow between the modules. So this kind of testing we can call it as what? Integration testing. See, integration testing verifies that combined unit functions together properly. Whenever any new thing is added, you need to check. You need to check. No need to wait for someone tell to check that. As a tester, you need to check whether it is communicating properly or not. You need to check. Understanding, right? Is it clear, guys? Yes or no? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. To hear everything is clear.
Okay, good, excellent. Thank you. Response is very very important, guys. If you are not understand, also not a problem. I can tell you. I can repeat that, but silence is very dangerous. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That is called integration testing. The integration testing we can call it as what? Assembly testing. Okay, assembled means what? We are assembling all the things. Okay, it should be properly. We need to assemble. So this kind of testing we can call it as what? Integration testing. But remember, guys, the integration testing will be done by both sides. Like a developer will also do the integration testing, and as well as the QA team is also will do the integration testing. So what is integration testing means? You can easily explain in the interview what is integration testing. The combining the two modules and check whether the two modules having properly communicating or not. So how you check properly communicating or not? You just click that links whether the both are having a proper communication or not. You need to check. So such things we can call it as what? Integration testing. Okay. Okay, there are again incremental integration and non-incremental integration. It's very easy one. See, incremental integration testing. So incremental integration testing means what? They're adding one module at a time. Okay, that kind of thing we can call it as what? Incremental integration testing. See, incremental integration testing is a process of testing in which each unit is integrated one at a time into the system. So So what is it called? Incremental integration testing. So one module they added, another module added. So what you need to do, you need to test two modules. Now I am added another module. So now tell me whether you need to test three or only you need to test only two.
Three, sir.
Three, right? because whenever any module is added, you need to test. So that is called incremental integration testing. So whenever any new module is added, see, that is what he's saying. The data flow between the modules is tested as soon as new module is integrated. No one will tell you guys in real time test this one, test that one. You need to understand that anything is new module is added, you need to check with that particular module with the previous modules whether you are able to have a proper communication or not. We need to check such kind of testing. We can call it as what, integration testing. What is called incremental integration testing? One module added one at a time. So that kind of testing we can call it as what, incremental integration testing. What is top down testing and bottom of the testing? Interview question. What is top down testing? What is bottom of the testing? So top down testing means what? It's very easy, right? The top down testing is a process of incrementally adding. Incrementally means one thing you added. Okay. The top down testing is a process of incrementally adding the modules from parent to child. So what is meaning of parent to child? So there is a link, parent link will be there. There is a parent link. Okay. Then they will added what, child link. So here what you need to test, parent link should work properly and child link should also work properly. The both links having a proper communication or not, we need to check. This kind of approach we can call it as what, top down testing. So top down testing is nothing but the adding the module from where, from the parent to child. So what is the parent here? Stock item is the parent. Incrementally they adding what, stock category. When they're added stock category, right, you should click the stock category, it should work. When you click the stock item, right, it should work. So this kind of approach we can call it as what, parent to child. And vice versa, reverse, child to parent. Child to parent we can call it as what, bottom of testing. So interview they will test you whether you know testing or not. They will check you. Can you tell me what is top down testing and bottom of the testing? Because most of the people will confuse here. What is top down testing and what is bottom of the testing? So you can easily answer, top down testing is nothing but you can say that parent to child. So bottom of the testing is nothing but child to parent. Understanding, right? It's very easy, guys. Okay. Now, non-incremental integration testing, the name itself we can easily understand what is exactly it is. Non-incremental integration testing is a process of testing the product by integration every unit all at a time into the system. See, because every time we are adding one, it will take lot of time, right? Again you are checking. Again you need to check with the previous modules. Okay, so it will take lot of time. When you're talking about non-incremental model, what they will do, they added 2 3 modules at a time. Okay, they are added 2 to 3 modules at a time. So what you need to do here, you can do the integration testing. Only one thing you need to remember, what is called integration testing means the combining the two modules, not only two modules, any module, and check the data flow between the two modules. That we can call it as what, integration testing. So whenever any new module is added, so what kind of testing will do? Integration testing. Whenever any new thing is added in your application, so what kind of testing will do? Integration testing. Is it clear? So this is one of the most important one. Non-incremental integration testing is a process of testing the product integration every unit all at a time into the system and the testing data flow between the modules. See, this method can use the save the time, right? We can save the time here because One module means it again it will take lot of time, right? So if you added all the modules like few of modules, okay, then if you go for testing means it will take less time, right? Yes or no? So this we can call it as what? Integration testing. So integration testing is very important, right? Is it clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, good. So I will tell you in really how we will do all the things. Okay, practically we'll see one project. Once we saw the project, right, then you will understand. Once you get the job, is also your part is very easy because you already know what is integration testing, what is unit testing, what is system testing. So the same thing, the real time also be the same. So that's the reason I'm telling you can go for more than 3 to 4 years. Already the students are selected more than 3 to 4 years. Okay, okay, that's fine. Next, one of the most important 941, right? What is system testing? So this is one of the most important one. What is meaning of system testing? Everyone is say that simply system testing is nothing but end-to-end testing. Can you tell me what we will do end-to-end testing means? There is no answer from anyone. If you observe, I observe many students, so they already completed testing and they got certificate and all the things. But what is exactly the meaning of system testing? So system testing means they will say only one word, end-to-end testing. Now, interview person is asked you, can you explain or can you briefly tell what is what you perform in system testing? So they simply say only one word, end to end. What is end to end? So that you need to explain very clearly. So what is end to end testing? Suppose they ask you to test this Amazon application. So what you will do? So end to end testing means what? You need to test entire the application, right? So here what you need to check first thing, compatibility. What is meaning of compatibility? Whether this application is support for Windows, whether this application is support for Mac, whether this application is support for Linux, right? We need to check the compatibility because it is only support for Windows means it won't be good, right? So most of the clients use Mac. So you need to check whether this application is support for Mac or not. So don't worry, you need not buy a Mac laptop. Organization will provide all the things. Okay, you need not install Linux. They will install and they will give you the environment. So they will provide that environment. So based on that environment, you need to test your application compatibility, whether this is working in the mobile or not, whether it is compatibility with the Windows or not, whether it is compatibility with other devices or not. You need to check. Don't worry, they will provide the requirement specification document. What is browser compatibility? What is meaning of browser compatibility? Anyone?
Checking an
Compatibility.
application on different browsers.
Ah, that is very important, right? That is very important. Most of the people, what they will do, they will test in Chrome. They will simply say that my testing is completed. That's not correct, right? Because in my laptop, the Chrome browser is not there. In my laptop, the different browser is there. In that case, if it is not working, means then it is a bug, right? So we need to check browser compatibility. Browser compatibility is also is very important. So as a tester, no one will tell you test in Chrome, test in Firefox, test in Edge Chrome. They won't say that to every time. That is your responsibility. You need to check whether this application is working in all the browsers or not. You need to check. Understanding, right? Are you getting? So that is very important. See, what is system testing means? Simply say it is end-to-end testing. No, you need to explain all the things. System testing is nothing but we need to check the compatibility testing, we need to check the browser compatibility testing, and also we need to check the usability testing, and also we need to check the performance, and also we need to check the security. Once the system is ready, means everything is ready, then only we can go for release. That we can call it as what? System testing. If you explain like this, 100% they will give you offer, no doubt at all. Don't tell the definition, you need to tell them what you are doing in real time. That is very very important. Some people are saying the definitions. Nowadays no one will accept the definitions. They will check you what you understand exactly and what is your experience on that area. Okay, that they will check. Understanding, right? So system testing is nothing but end-to-end testing. So in end-to-end testing, what we will cover: compatibility, browser compatibility, and usability. Okay. So browser compatibility. Suppose you are testing in Firefox and Chrome or Edge Chrome, right? One person is saying that it is working for me, and another person is saying that it is not working for me. So what is the problem? One person is saying it is working, another person is saying it is not working. So what is the problem there? Can anyone guess what is the problem there? If we both are testers only, you are saying it is working, but I am saying it is not working for me. So what is the problem there? Can
Cookies.
anyone guess? Hmm. What is the problem?
We need to check the cookies.
Cookies. That is one of the most important one. What is called cookies? Like memory leakage. So memory leakage will be happen. So that is also we need to check. Okay, delete the temp files. Then we need to execute one more time. Then in that case it should work. So these all are very very important. No one will tell you that how we need to validate that. Okay. So make sure that you need to check all the things, like why it is not executing for you. That is the main thing, right? You need to check why it is not executing for you, as both are the testing team only, same code, but it is working for me and it is not working for you. Means there is something wrong. First you need to troubleshoot that what is the problem there. Might be a version problem, might be a version problem. What is called version? You are using latest version, I'm using what? Old version. Might be it is caused the problem, right? So in case both are using the same version, then what is the problem? So you are troubleshooting, like each and everything you need to troubleshoot. You cannot ignore that error. Hey, it's working for me. Why it is not working for you? Ignore that. You cannot say like that. You need to check why it is not working on your device, in your system. What is the problem causing there? You need to test that one. Understanding, right? You cannot ignore, hey, it's working for me. You can ignore, you cannot do like that. Okay, you need to check why, in what reason it is not working on your system. That we need to check. Understanding, right? That we can call it as what? Browser compatibility testing. Okay, make sure that version is updated properly or not, version is getting correct version or not, whether this particular version is supporting or not, you need to check. This all will comes on where? Browser compatibility testing. So in case anyone asks you to test their application, what you need to test? You need to test in all the browsers, all the major browsers. Only one browser you are testing and simply say that my testing is done means, might be they are not tested in that particular browser, they are using a different browser, might that will be cause the problem. Understanding, right? So make sure that you need to test that application in all the browsers. Is it clear? Okay, tomorrow we'll see, because it will take time, usability, performance, and security. We'll see this on tomorrow. Okay, and this is the last class for demo sessions. All are done. Mostly tomorrow the link will be changed. So please contact with the front office. If you are willing to continue, just go with that link and they will collect your new link and continue with that. Okay. This is all not demo. these all are real sessions like what we done from last 3 to 4 days. If you are join or if you are not join also, it's a regular sessions only. Okay. So tomorrow, mostly not tomorrow, definitely there might be the link was changed. So if you have want to continue, just take with the new link and continue with from tomorrow onwards. Okay. So every day you will get the material as well as video, and we will go with one live project and three projects like we saw like FRS document and FRS SRS documents. Once it is done, then we'll start with automation. Automation also here the process is what we are not give any documents. We will do practical examples. Okay, each and everything will do a practically. Okay. Does anybody have any question, guys? Last call.
Sir, about material, we are not receiving any
Material,
material, sir.
you just check with the front office, okay? They will send you. Okay. Tomorrow, anyhow, tomorrow the link will be changed, right? So you will get all the videos as well as material also, you will get it. Okay. Is it clear, guys? Hello? Okay. So tomorrow we'll connect, guys. We'll see that system testing is very very important. We'll see that once it is done, all your interview questions I told you, right? Functional testing and non-functionality testing. That is very very important. That we'll see the coming session. Thank you, guys. Thanks your time. Have a nice day. We'll see you then tomorrow. Thank you.
Thanks.